Hey guys, this is Dana from Pop Goulash. I wanted to make sure that you knew how to reach us. Find us on Facebook under Pop Goulash. You can also find us on Twitter at Pop Goulash. We also have a phone number, and we definitely want you guys to give us a call with your thoughts, opinions, whatever, show ideas. That phone number is 224-325-4235. And you can also shoot us an email at popgoulash42@gmail.com. Thanks for tuning in. Oh my God.
Now she gets some time. Kick it, Dana. God damn it.
Wrap on those ear goggles, bitches. It's time for Pop Goulash. Don't stop. Make it pop. DJ, turn those speakers up tonight. I'm going to fight till I see the sunlight.
Oh, that's what you were doing on my
don't
phone.
clock, but the party don't stop. No. Oh, whoa, whoa, oh. Oh, whoa, whoa, oh. What's up, bitches? It's time for Pop Goulash. Like I had said once before, I am Ruben.
And I'm motherfucking Dana.
And we are fucking live right now, son. And we have a special guest to which I will let Dana introduce.
Holy shitballs. This has been, Damon, I got to tell you, baby. This has been fucking, I'm 38, so this has been probably 25 years in the making for the fucking hope of my life.
Now, might I say, some panties had to be changed before we started.
I mean, a couple fucking pairs of my panties have been changed. I'm going to be honest, guys.
We actually had to change the fucking pillow
I
underneath
did.
the
Like,
seats.
the pillow under my ass is, like, so wet right now. It's fucking ridiculous. We have,
baby.
you guys.
Listen, good things come to those who wait.
That's what
You gotta take time. You gotta mature. You gotta let it marinate. You know what I
We have
mean?
to work up to that shit, son. See? So you guys, I know you motherfuckers can't hear who we're talking to, but I'm going to tell you who we're fucking talking to. We are talking to the one and the fucking only Damon Pampolina, guys. This is my boy.
Oh my God.
I love this man so hard. This seriously, life. It just makes my whole being worthwhile. Damon, I am so happy that you're with us.
Say hello to all of our poppers out there in the internet world.
I would like to start off the show by saying it's an honor to be on your show. I have been following you on social media. There is people that you don't have to meet in person to connect with, and I fucking connect with you. I think you're amazing. So thank you so much for having me, and let's have some fun. And I will also let our listeners know, no holds barred, babe. You got a problem with foul language or maybe us getting a little too raw, turn the shit off now because we're getting it on this afternoon.
Trust us, Damon.
Yes.
Our listeners know that buckets of cum is something that shows up regularly on our podcast.
It's true. It's true.
I have found my home.
It's not even buckets. It's more like gallons. I mean, let's be honest.
Well, Dana. Most gallons
good.
are a bucket.
Shut the fuck up. Don't fuck with me. I math and you're mathing me this time.
Word.
This is life.
We do want. Also, we would like
I
to
love it.
let everybody know that Carlos is not here tonight. He has some
Damn you, Carlos.
Personal obligations. So our third mic.
Who the hell is Carlos?
Motherfucking Carlos. He bitched out. Just kidding, Carlos. I love you.
He's got family shit going on tonight, so he wasn't able to make it.
People in Poland still need to tune in, though.
Don't we all? Come on.
Right
That's
on, dude. If you're in Poland and you're not listening to this episode,
What's wrong with your life?
Suck a dick. Sorry, fucking Carlos's
Suck a
brother.
dick, Carlos.
See, Damon fits in, man. He
Right.
could be like the fourth member.
Seriously.
It could be like our new. So we're not the party, but I mean, like, it could be like a sort of party-ish reincarnation.
Except we don't sing.
So, Dana, do you want to announce it? Do you want to announce that we're contemplating doing this maybe once a month, touching on political views and entertainment events that take place? Maybe we'll touch on this once a month, maybe, right?
Only if that touching incurs my balls.
I mean, he likes his balls touched. I mean, he likes a little tickle. He likes a little tickle and a little squeeze. I'm not going to lie. I've known this fucker for 18 years almost. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know what my man likes.
Don't we all?
Word.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Hey, every now and again,
Love it.
you stick a finger up the butt. You
That's
know, what are you
I'm
going to do?
saying. Wait. People can't fucking see. They can't, well, sort of, because my mic's in the way. But whatever. Anyway, Damon. So you and I talked the other day. I got you, baby. Because I did do the outline like a good college kid does, right? Damon and I were talking the other day.
I'm gonna tangent this motherfucker.
Oh, I fucking know you. I know you will tangent this shit. He always does, Damon. But we were talking the other day, my friend, and social media Tourette's. I want you to touch on that because this was like fantastic. This was such a good idea to talk about.
Yeah, social media has been so amazing for me, being as ocean of communication through the fans and the artists. So what's amazing is that now social media has cut out the middleman, and the artists and the fans are able to communicate one-on-one. I love that, and amongst all the other great things that it brings. But there's this movement going on that me and Dana talked about with, I call it social Tourette's or Facebook Tourette's, where people are posting stuff that they wouldn't say to somebody in person, but they'll put it out on the internet for millions of people to see. For example, I'm in traffic and my hemorrhoids are flaring up. I don't know what to do. Or, I'm on the pot. There's no paper. Like, what?
Okay, I've got two answers. One, tux. Two, use your fucking sock like a man.
We might have to cut this to audio only, though, I'm thinking.
Damon.
Hang on. I'm going to cut you back to just audio.
Because we're taking up so much bandwidth with the video, we can't really...
I got to turn off the video. I know, this sucks.
Damn it, I hate it.
I hate it. But here, I'm turning it off. But here we go.
We're going to call you back, homie.
No, we're not. We don't even have to call him back. Here we go. D, can you hear us good?
I hear you great. Are we good? We're just audio?
Yeah, no, that's perfect. You can hear us good. We see you. The video's turned off, it says. That's what it says.
Yes. Okay, just give me 30 seconds to coordinate, and we're on.
Yeah, baby, all you got to do is just hit the video button on there, and you're good.
Okay, so now we're just audio.
Perfect.
Which is weird because we can still see you.
That's okay. But it takes a minute because it delayed on our end, too.
Because I'm sweating my ass off outside. So if it's just audio, I'm coming in.
You're good, baby. Take your time. It's fine. And like I said, we will edit to how we have to edit. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, good. You ready? Okay, good. We had people tuning in, too, to our live feed. So that's a good thing.
Okay, cool. Let's rock. Love you. Let's do it.
Love you too, baby.
Where you want to pick it up?
So we were talking about the social media Tourette's.
Yes.
And that's when you pretty much cut off at that point.
Because I think the video feed is just kind of killing it, but that's
okay. I think what also happened too was our video feed for Facebook was tied to your internet, plus the dual feed with Damon was also on your internet, which was sucking up bandwidth, which made things tough.
It's cool. All right, D. We're gonna hand it back to you though too. So social media Tourette's. So if you're taking a crap and there's no paper.
Like I said, either one, you use a sock, and two, if you have hemorrhoids and you're on the highway, you should be using Tux medicated pads.
Thank you very much. And here's the thing. Let's not post it to millions of people. I don't understand this movement. It's been incredible. I've seen people post stuff, and I'm like, you wouldn't tell that to somebody in person, but you'll put it on Facebook. I'm on the pot. I'm out of paper. What do I do? Oh, my God, I'm in traffic. My hemorrhoids are flaring up. I'm in trouble. There's this thing going on. I call it social media Tourette's. It's been incredible. And I'm thinking, people, pull it back. Keep it comical. Keep it simple. Keep it informative. Other than that, shut the hell up.
Dude, as Dana and I were talking in the driveway before we recorded, I'm like...
On that note,
I love you. Hi.
The wife is chiming in, Dana. The wife is chiming in.
I'll chime in for this.
Get it, girl.
Since I've met Damon, he told me that butts are just for decoration. Nothing actually comes out of them. So I'm just saying.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Oh, my God. Jennifer, I love you, girl. I am so glad you chimed in.
Dana,
Ah!
That just dropped a bomb on me. I don't know where that came from. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Boom, Damon. She dropped a bomb on you. Oh, shit, son.
So like,
No pun intended.
You know.
all right. So as I was saying to Dana in the parking lot, in the driveway before
like
we
a
started
parking lot.
recording, there are the greatest thing that has happened to our generation is the internet. The worst thing that has ever happened to our generation is the internet.
I agree. I agree.
I agree.
I think.
I agree.
I think that, and Damon, we kind of talked about this a little bit earlier too. So this is I think this is kind of a good segue for us too. So, with the current climate of social media, right? I guess we'll be polite, right? It's
Nicely said, yes, ma'am.
right. So, and Damon, you and I talked about it a little bit earlier too. So, like, one of the great things that comes out of social media is the relationships that you can form, even if you don't think that you can form them. Damon and I, like, dude, like, he is my brother from another. Like, seriously, like, I love you unconditionally. You are fucking great people. But, and that's one of the positive things. But Damon, like we were talking earlier, I mean, and I want you to kind of touch on this too. It's really a sad state of affairs at the same time. Like it's scary.
Yeah, I'm a big firm believer in yin and yang and black and white, and in life there's always a balance. There's been some amazing things that have come. The negative is just as powerful, and unfortunately the state of affairs in America is so sad right now, and everybody has a voice. And I don't want to dive into this too much because it could go on forever.
Sure.
And I don't want to get too negative. What's scary is that everybody now has this platform to speak their opinion.
Yep.
And instead of being positive, 80%, 85% of what I see is negative.
Mm-hmm.
And so now with all this political madness going on in America, they're speaking their opinion in a political matter, and it's now what used to be private is become very public, and it's fueling the fire of this fucking insanity going on in America right now. And it scares the shit out of me for my son and the country that I grew up in.
Yep.
And it's just it's wild, man. It's like, look, I don't know much about politics.
Me
I'll be
neither.
the first one to tell you and admit I don't, but I do know this guaranteed. If we keep going in the state that we're going, you keep fueling this fire, it's going to end up in a war, and a lot of innocent people will die. I know that for sure.
And I've been
Who
saying
the
too,
fuck wants that? Who wants that?
People-
Nobody wants that. So you got to cut it back. Let's go positive. I know it sounds cliche, man, but you got to start putting out love and positive and love your country and love your brother, because if you keep going in the direction we're going, the pot is going to boil over, and it's scaring the shit out of me. And social media is
Absolutely.
fueling that.
well, absolutely.
Very much.
Like, Damon, I feel you, man. Like, I got 2 kids under 2 years of age. Like, my son is about to turn
Bless you.
3.
Bless you.
And I'm crazy scared of what's going on. And it's not so much that I'm really worried about what's going on internationally. We're going to tear ourselves apart from
the inside. Yep.
before we tear each other apart from the
Brilliantly
outside.
said.
You know, and it's
Yes.
terrifying
Yes.
to me. Technically, we didn't, but we did elect this orange buffoon to be number 45. And however you feel about the man, I don't care. Like, but what happened last weekend was probably the worst thing that's happened on our soil since
9/11.
September 11th.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Brilliantly said.
you know, we don't really get political on this podcast because, look, we're smart people, but we're not that fucking smart. We're not pundits.
Okay,
you know.
I love you saying that. See, that's my stance. I don't claim the political stance, man. That's not my thing. You all talk bullshit, and I don't. If you look at my feed on Facebook, not to interrupt you,
Never
but you'll see
political.
I don't go political, man.
No.
I do not go political. That's not my thing. It's private, like sex, money, and religion. Shut the fuck up.
Amen.
I don't want to talk about it.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
talk about it. So I love you saying that. I love you saying that, but I'm telling you, I'm so in love with my country. I have so many friends of different nationalities. I've had the blessings to date so many different nationalities of women. They were all beautiful in their own way. And I'm like, man, how come they don't see it the way I see it?
Well,
Thank
here's the
How can
problem.
you hate? How can you hate your fellow brother or sister? We're in this shit together.
Thank you.
And a fight, a war, I can guarantee you this. It's going to end up bad and negative.
Well,
I know
oh
that for a
God,
fact.
yes.
We all know that.
And Damon, let me add on to that. There is only one race, and it's the human
The
race.
human,
And
absolutely.
really, honestly, the people that are like, oh, we're gonna make America great again, and fuck the black people and fuck the Mexican people and fuck these people and fuck those people.
No, fuck you.
Are people who have never traveled. Because if you, the way that
Thank
I look
you.
at it is, if
Thank
you
you.
have
I agree.
actually traveled and experienced a different culture, it actually changes your mindset.
But see, I got to interrupt you for a minute though, Rube, because I never traveled internationally until last year. However, I was not fucking raised that way.
Well, no. But I understand that, Dana. But my point is, most of the people that are like, oh, fuck everything that isn't America, are people who have never traveled outside of the borders of this country.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
That's what
I
I
get
mean.
what you're saying. Okay.
And like, I'm speaking in absolutes. There are probably people that have gone to like Canada or Mexico on spring break. Fuck those guys. They don't know what the fuck
Yeah,
they're
fuck
talking about.
Cancun.
But like,
Spring break in Canada.
MTV motherfucking Spring Break 1995, son.
Now,
but nonetheless,
Dana.
Yeah, baby.
No. Go ahead. Let him finish. Let him finish, and then I'll elaborate.
But like, my wife and I traveled. We actually like met in
Yeah,
El
they did.
Salvador. Okay, and she's not Salvadorian. She's from the States, and we lived probably 10 miles apart from each other and never met until we went on this trip together with our church. And us traveling is one of the things that we do together. And I've been to Europe on my own. I've been to Canada. We've been to Asia together a couple times. And when you're in a different country, you've actually learned, like, look, dude, we're not really all that different. I work in a job, and I won't say the job that I work in because of legal reasons, but I work in people's homes from day to day. And even within the context of the Chicago area, it's amazing to see, how, yes, we're all different people. But the thing is, there's so much about us that is similar that, like, unless you've experienced it, you're not really going to know what's going on. Unless you've been to, like, unless you've had dinner with a black family or an
Right.
Asian family or, whatever ethnicity or, because I don't even like to say race because we're not different races. We're different ethnicities. And that's only because of where we were born. I have a hard time saying that I'm proud to be an American because that just says I'm proud to be born on third and I think that I've hit a triple. We were we're very, very lucky to have been born in this country, okay? But that doesn't make us any better than somebody that was born in Saharan Africa that had no chance whatsoever because they're in a desert climate and they're starving to death. We're all the same people. The one thing that I'm trying to impart on my son is...
And I'm cutting this off in a second.
Wait. Yeah, I know, because I'm fucking ranting, but that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
We should help.
For my son,
It's true.
he is no more important to anybody in this world. He's the most important person in my life.
Wait,
But
Jennifer was talking too. When you're done, I want to hear what Jennifer was going to say too.
Will you stop fucking cutting me off?
No.
No, I'm getting all fired up because you're making
Girl,
me fired
get
up.
it,
I'm
girl.
Like, we're all people, so we should help. I mean, my family's from Dominican Republic. I saw people, cutting open cans to make a roof for their home.
Absolutely.
My mother, it was the best thing she ever did for me. She sent me away when I was 15 when I was bad and said, "Oh, you think that you got it good?" And she sent me there for 2 months, and I learned what it's like to live in a third world country where there's no electricity. It gets cut off after like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Wow.
You have to shower in a barrel of everybody else's
I get
Filth.
it, dude.
nastiness.
Yeah.
And and if you want to go out to the club that night, you better blow dry your hair at 3 and hope that it doesn't get frizzy.
Dude, I get it.
Because that's the way that, and it was the best lesson I ever learned. I swear to God, it changed my life, and I'm so grateful. So when you're right, when you're talking about these people, we're all the same. You just don't know until you're deprived, and when you're deprived, you realize how lucky you are, and when you realize how lucky you are, you realize that your money should go to help others, and that's
Hey,
the truth.
And like my man was saying, when you're cultured and you see the other countries, how they live, other people, you have a respect for them. If you're stuck into your small city and you just haven't been cultured, I think that's where the ignorance comes from. That's where it stems from. He's right on.
Yeah. And Jen, I understand.
I want to introduce
I've
her though
actually
real
been to
quick.
the
That's
other
Damon's wife, Jennifer. Yes.
And
Sorry.
I've been to the other
Thank
side.
you. I'm not supposed to be on this call.
Girl,
Oh,
get
it's all
on the
good.
call. It's all good. This is like a family
you
thing,
got me
sister.
fired up. I had to say something. I was
Girl,
like,
join
yeah, this
in.
is it.
It's a
Yeah.
family
and I
thing.
totally get it, dude. I've been to the other side of your island. I've been to the Haitian side of that island, and it's like when you've been to, and look, I can't see your beautiful face.
She's
come closer.
gorgeous.
Come closer to the camera.
She's stunning.
No, I'm very shy. That's why I married the man that I did.
Oh,
so
honey,
I can
don't be
hide behind
shy. Girl,
only
you and I
people
are
that
friends
can
on
actually
Facebook.
see
You're
you is-
stunning.
The
It's
only
just
people that
us.
can see you
It's
is
just
Dana
us.
and myself.
It's just
So-
us. And I know Ruben's not friends with you on Facebook like I am, but you are stunning. Thank you, sweetheart.
But yeah,
Oh,
like
thank you so much.
until
Thanks.
you've experienced like mass poverty or you've experienced a separate culture from that of your own, you don't understand what it's like to be how truly lucky that you have been to be born within the borders of this country. And I think that
I
that's
agree.
something that people
I
take
agree.
for granted every day, and they're like, fucking America, and then they run around with a goddamned fucking rebel flag on their car, a fucking symbol of tyranny and treason.
It's true.
You know, and now we've got people running around with fucking swastikas and thinking that they're Nazis.
Oh,
Fuck you.
Oh,
Okay? Like I
God.
said on our last podcast, if you hate anybody because of their gender, because of their race, because of their religion, because of their sexual orientation, fuck you. We don't want you as our listeners. I don't want you as a friend.
I don't want to know you.
I
don't want to
even
know
recognize
you.
you as family. I
I
have no
don't-
time
I
in
don't
my life for that bullshit.
believe our generation feels that way, though.
you know, and that
I really
Dana,
don't.
isn't that scary in 2017? And we will move on. I told you I didn't want to go too deep with this.
But it's cool. We're
But in
riffing.
2017, we're going fucking backwards,
Backwards,
as
yes.
a people. Listen to me. Not as a country, as a people, as a society, as a race. We're going backwards,
It's
like
sad.
crazy backwards in a crazy speed. It scares the shit out of me.
Me too.
I'm thinking, okay, we had a black president. We're moving forward.
Right.
You know, you're seeing mixed relationships, mixed marriages. This is a beautiful thing. Then all of a sudden it takes a left turn. And I'm going, how are we going backwards in 2017? It scares the shit out of me
Thank
for my
you.
son. And I'm worried
Absolutely.
about the state of my country. I don't want to go too deep, man.
It's cool.
It's not my thing. I love y'all, but
No,
I'm just
don't.
telling you, Dana, like we had to touch on it because social media is fueling it.
It
and
feeds into it every
it's crazy.
fucking day.
Honestly, D, though, honestly, at this point in time in our lives, it would behoove us to not get deep into it. Like, this is
Good call.
Like, look,
Brilliantly said.
we're
I can't argue that.
We are a pop culture podcast, but at the same time, what influences pop culture? What's going on around us?
It does, and
And-
that's what Dana and I talked
Yeah.
about earlier. Yeah,
You know what? That's brilliant.
You know what? It's like the 90s.
It
Spread
is.
the love. We
Oh
were
my-
all about love. Still all about love.
Do you guys remember? Okay, so I'm throwing this shit back. You guys remember when Clinton was? I think it was even before he got elected. Do you guys remember the lady Miss Keir from Delight when they did the Vote Baby Vote? Do you guys remember that video
Was
on
right around the
MTV?
same-
Damon,
Bring
I know
it.
you fucking
Preach,
know
sister.
that. Yes.
Preach.
I'm bringing it back to that because we're
That
going
was
to touch
right
on this
around
stuff
the same
too.
time that Cornell did his Rock the Vote.
Yes, because it was all around that rock the vote stuff. So like, kind of, I know I'm kind of like shifting gears here, but it all kind of ties in because it's all still again, it's all like pop culture stuff. I remember those days, and I mean, fuck, that was 25, 26 years ago. Think about that compared to now, and think about the energy and everything that we were feeling back in those good MTV days compared to now. And I think now it is just so much anger. And that's why I think this is also part of why we do our podcast too, because we don't want to fucking feed into that. Like, we want people to feel good and feel happy. And let's talk about shit.
Here's the crazy thing, though. 25 years ago, they didn't have the internet to have that platform to be like, fuck everybody, I fucking hate you, and I hate you for being a fucking fuck.
Exactly.
Right.
Like,
It's true.
Honestly,
Preach on, brother.
honestly, with the internet, still,
Yes.
the greatest thing the internet ever did was give somebody a voice, and the worst thing it ever did was give somebody a voice.
Agreed. And I think
Brilliantly said. Brilliantly said.
absolutely. And that's again, and like Dee, like you and I talked earlier too. I think that it's important for us to at least touch on that for a little bit because we never really do ever get deep into
Social
politics.
or political
Really don't.
issues.
We really never do, but I think that it's important for us to at least delve into that for like we did for a few minutes,
Now,
and that's
to change
fine.
the subject, I have to take a piss again because somebody's feeding me vodka instead of bourbon.
Cry me a river, bitch. Cry me a motherfucking river. Do I feel sorry? I sure don't. I have no remorse
Wait a
for
minute.
your little
Are
pussy
we
fucking
taking a piss
bladder.
break?
Whatever.
Yeah, if you got to take a piss break, baby, go ahead.
Are we taking a piss break?
Yeah, if you got to go pee, you go pee because this is the time. And clearly, we will edit this shit out because Ruben has a bladder like a
God
woman.
Damn, that's so good.
Go pee. Go do what you got to do, baby. You have a very strong flow. It's pretty fucking impressive. I'm kind of fucking impressed. Like, Damon, I wish you could be here in person to hear this shit. It's pretty fucking impressive. We did a podcast with a couple of my friends, I don't know, a couple months ago. And apparently their thing was you pee in what, the septic area, the septic pump, the sump pump area, whatever the fuck it was in their basement. And Ruben had a really good stream then too. So yeah, that's life.
Nice.
That's Ruben's woman
Nice.
bladder. You're editing all that
Okay,
shit
so
out,
Dana-
by the way.
Dana.
Yeah, baby.
Negative, I am not.
Yeah, Dana.
And there are
Take
two
control
things
of this
wrong.
motherfucker.
I'm taking control.
Get out of this political negative shit. Let's go have some fun now.
All
Let's
right,
get into
all right.
let's get into some shit.
Right,
some
okay,
past.
well, here's some shit. Two things about your fucking bathroom, Dana. One, you have no soap, so now it's like my dick is touching everything
Yeah, but
that
hey,
I touch.
fuckface.
And-
I have anti-back right here.
And
What?
two, my dick has touched everything.
Ew. Okay, cool. So people know about Ruben's dick now.
And my prostate is good.
All right, so we're gonna cut into this shit, okay, guys? So
Small.
Hey, it may be small, but it fucking works.
girl,
Ruben, I love you, Ruben.
Hey, you know what? My dick may be small, but it works. It's not small and broken.
That's all that matters, baby. That's all that fucking matters.
Jennifer, I cannot fucking wait to meet you, girl.
And I
We're
got
gonna
two
have
kids,
so much
so
fun.
hey, you know that shit works. I got two beautiful boys.
I am reining this shit in though, guys. So the reason we are here today, you guys, is because of Mr. Damon Pampolina, my boo, my fucking boo. And I call him my boo, but he's like my mister from another sister. That's pretty much what it is.
It's all right. You're going to have a total affair with him on today. Nowhere else.
Dana.
We could be like
You
sister
got the
wives.
green light, baby.
We'll be like
Dominican,
sister
Puerto
wives.
Rican, and Italian.
Girl, I'll book some tickets tonight. We'll be good. All right, Jennifer.
I love it.
Jennifer, you have to. You are so you. Fuck that. You're in on this episode, okay? I say fuck a lot too, which Damon knows.
Fuck.
You're in this episode. So Damon, okay, here's the thing. So this is how people should know you. The new Mickey Mouse Club, we know this. Well, we know this because duh, that's who we are. They should also know you from the party, and hopefully if they are fucking fans, they should know you from Indecent Proposal. Because that was MySpace fucking days.
Oh,
Wait, you were in Decent Proposal?
No.
Not the
We're
movie?
No, we're touching on that shit. We're gonna get
Okay,
there.
I'm like fucking like
You
okay.
are lost.
Okay,
son.
here's the thing. Like, this is the first time
Ruben.
for me meeting
Exactly.
Damon. I may have caught him on the Mickey Mouse Club as a wee lad, but like from this point forward, I'm just like, hey, this dude's awesome. I just enjoy fucking talking to him.
Right, because Damon's the shit. That I told you. That's what I'm saying. So I know I touched on a shit ton in like 2 seconds. We're going to start like I said, we're going to start, Damon, your background. Okay, so this is what I want to know, and this is what I want our listeners to know.
What did Brittany's vagina smell like?
Caviar and cigarettes. Caviar and cigarettes.
Oh man, I just knocked him out.
Southern bread pudding. Go ahead, Dana. Go, goddamn it, go, baby. Come on, let's stay focused. Go, Dana. What do you want to know?
I think you just said Southern bread pudding, and that just made my life.
I was going to say biscuits and gravy, but cool, we're on the same page.
Oh my
Oh,
God, I'm gonna
God.
catch flack from this one. Go ahead,
This is
All right,
amazing.
well,
Dana.
here's the thing. Here's the
So,
thing.
what do you want to know,
All
babe?
right, Damon.
Dana's the driver. I'm the fucking wild card tonight.
Yes,
so.
he is. All right, Damon. So this is what I want to talk about. So MMC. Okay, MMC started in 89, right? Like we talked about that, the 88
Yes.
or 89, right? So how the fuck did you get involved? How did all of that shit happen? I
Okay.
need to know this.
Great. So, and I'm going to do my best to keep my answers short and sweet so we don't lose our listeners' attention. Okay.
Right.
In for a
So
penny,
I
in for a
started
pound, man.
in the entertaining and talent shows at a very young age. In first grade, man, 5, 6 years old, and then there was a woman attended my elementary school, and she went up to my parents and she said, "I'm going to start a talent agency. I think your son should be a part of it." So my parents, not being stage parents, were like, "Yeah, whatever." A couple of years later, she formed it. I got a part of it, started auditioning, and she said, "You got to go out for this." We drove up to Dallas. The first audition was in Dallas with Matt Casella,
Get out.
the man who had founded Britney Spears, Christina, and all of them, and auditioned for him. And then 6 months later, went to Orlando.
Oh, wait, baby. Hang on. You cut out for a second.
Go
Damon, do me a favor, baby.
ahead.
On your
Tell me.
Skype screen with the video, there's like a little on the bottom. Put your cursor over like the picture, and then there's like a video button, and just click on it. It looks like a little camera. Click
The
on
video?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
just click on it. So they're perfect. Okay,
So all we hear is your audio because the bandwidth is just taken up and you're like cutting in and out.
perfect. Okay, baby, go on.
Sorry.
No,
So
it's fine.
no, wait. So tell me where you want to pick up.
All right,
You're
you
good.
said
So you were
in
talking
Orlando.
about you were in Orlando with Matt Casella.
Okay. Oh, that's where it cut off. Okay. You're gonna have to edit your tits off on this one, Dana.
Thank God I'm losing weight because I'm already
Jesus.
editing them off, so it's fine.
Okay. So I'm keeping it short. Then after the first audition in Dallas that I drove up to do at maybe 10, 11 years old, the screen test was then I got a call to do the screen test in Orlando, Florida at the MGM Studios, and went out there to do that. And then about a week later, booked it.
Get the
This
fuck
was the
out. A week later?
understand is that this is the original cast. There was no Britney. There was no
No.
Hillary
No.
Christina.
No.
None of these mega careers had formed yet. So we did not know what we were in for, but we did know it was Disney and that it was going to be amazing.
Right.
But we still didn't know,
Right.
because now those huge careers are attached to that nucleus,
Yep.
So I went out, screen tested, of course, was, praying with everything I had that I booked it, and then got the call about a week later that it was booked. In a nutshell.
Holy shit. I can't believe that the process was that short, though. Like, it boggles my mind. And I think, and definitely correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like part of that is just because, like you said, they didn't know. They didn't know what they had
Right.
at the time, right? I mean, like,
Right. And Dana, this is what I'd love to get in with you that I really haven't touched on any other platform is that, this is the thing that I need people to understand is that it was so predestined of these major careers. It was unbeknownst to us what we were getting into. So you were excited, but you didn't have a focal point of what you wanted to try to achieve.
right.
If those careers were predestined before we would have came on, holy shit. In other words, if somebody came to me and said you could be the next Justin Timberlake,
Right.
you would handle that shit completely different. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it was a world of unknown. Now, it was Annette Funicello
Mm.
and Cubby and all those guys from the past, but I didn't grow up watching them.
Crazy
So
sidebar,
it was a
crazy
very
sidebar.
unknown world.
Crazy
Yeah.
sidebar. I actually have an uncle named Cubby who was named after Cubby from the original Mickey Mouse Club.
Oh, shit. I didn't
Come
even
on.
know that.
Yeah,
Mark
dude. My uncle
Rubin.
Yes. My uncle Cubby was named after Cubby, the drummer from the original Mickey Mouse Club back in the 60s.
Who shit names their
Well, my grandparents were deaf, so my mother actually named him.
That's actually really
that's
cute.
awesome.
Yeah.
And so
I love it.
So they had the Mickey Mouse Club from the 50s. They had the one because it was 50s, 60s, and then they had the one from the 70s where Lisa Whelchel from fucking Facts of Life was on? Yeah.
You did your homework.
And
You
I've
did your
known this for
homework, babe.
fucking years. Ruben gave me like the side eye glance. You couldn't see that, but he was like, "What? Yeah, Ruben. She was on the fucking Mickey Mouse Club." So it's like, and Damon,
And I'll tell you, Dana.
Yeah, I don't want to cut you off. Keep going, baby. Keep riffing because this is what people want to know.
The 70s series maybe lasted 4 or 5, but it didn't last too long. They tried it.
Really? Oh, wait, I think we're cutting in and out a little bit. D, can you still hear me?
It had the impact that it. Yeah.
You can still hear me? You know what? Hang on. I am going to pause this for a second. Okay, hang on. Do I pause it or do I stop
Pause it.
I'm going to pause it. Pause it. Let's talk.
All right,
Damon. Damon. Fuck. See? Nope. We're going to have to Skype that shit.
God damn it.
Womp womp. You guys are going to have to tune in maybe possibly later this week, but definitely next week and see if we can get back on conversation with Mr. Damon Pampolina and finish out this epic interview. Have a good week, kids. We'll see you soon.